fire-ass episode of Wake and Baking. Fop, 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 fop. Y'all know what's up. Let me get my shoes and socks off so I can, ground in this motherfucker. You heard me? Get the little ants out the way. Y'all going to move along. Everybody move along, move along, move along. Okay, got them out the way. Oh, Rudy Tooty. All right, ants, move along, move along, move along, move along, move along. Yes, sir. Had to get the ants out the way, out the picture, out the picture. Oh, Gaia, receive my print. Receive my print. Okay. ML is in the goddamn house. Son of Man in the house too? Oh, shit, y'all. I said, oh, shiggity shit. Yeah, we gotta wait a couple minutes. You know how YouTube is anyway. If y'all ain't getting none, I want you to get a gander at this. Boy, there's plenty of it here, that's for sure. There's a lot of it here. A lot of that. What we don't see is we don't see any chemtrails. But we always know that as soon as Shelton gets out here, they want to start chemtrailing. So let's see how long it takes them to chemtrail today. Maybe they're taking it off because it's Sunday. You never know. Where's my little lizard friends at? Here, lizard, 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 lizard. Here, lizard, 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 lizard. Here, lizard, 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 lizard. Okay. Uh-oh, Big's in the house. What's up, big doggy? Big hoggy, big frog, nuts. Yeah, how you feeling, man? Yes, sir. Let me get retrieve some trees out of my pocket. You know, I really look forward to this grounding. The one thing about grounding is, I think grounding is for like your spirit. Because I don't feel like it's for your soul. I mean, I don't feel like it's for your body. You know, it's got to be for your spirit because you don't feel what it does to your body. When you're grounding and walking around barefooted, you just know that, okay, it might be massaging the bottom of your feet. The sand feels good on my feet. But on a metabolic level, you don't understand what it's doing to your body. You don't understand that you are connecting with the planet, with Mother Gaia. You don't understand that. You might understand it mentally, but you can't, like, literally feel it doing something to your body. Sunday. Okay, move along, little buddy. Move along. Move along, little homie. No crawling on the big people feet today. All right? Everybody move along. There's not a cloud in the sky either. Not Reggie. Reggie's in the house, y'all. Reggie Allen's in the house. Stop playing with me. Kingdom fell up in this bitch, too. Man, what the fuck is going on today? Squad goes, okay, we've been in here for only 3 minutes. We got to be cool a little bit longer. Why don't you stop sticking on my feet, man? What are you doing? Like pricking my feet. Thank you. Get out of there. I noticed that every time I leave the house, the nurse wants to pull up. Every time. And I think they got my schedule. Better come down and make a video. Because the nurses never came at noontime. That's a lunch break for them. And on Sunday too. But okay. So it was like 11:45 and she pulls up. And I told my mom, I said, yeah, they always pull up every time I leave so y'all can sit around and talk about me. That's weird how they sit around and talk about me, man. That's really weird. Oh, there you are, little fella. What's up? I knew you had to come out. That's right. I ain't see you yesterday. Come on around here. Come on down here, nigga. I got something stuck in my lighter. Get lint stuck in your lighter. Oh. It is, what's the temperature out here? It says it's 74 degrees. But sitting in the sun, it feels like same thing as yesterday. I go about 83. It's supposed to get up to 90 today, 89 or 90. What you got going on, little lizard? Come on down here, buddy. Lizard said he ain't fucking with me today. The champ is in the house. What's up, champ? How you feeling? I'm just feeling kind of mellow today, tell you the truth. Isn't it weird that I just said, how you feeling? Then I say, I'm feeling kind of mellow today, like I was answering my shit. But it just went along with it. I'm feeling mellow as fuck today. And the sun I don't know what the sun does to my skin, you guys, but I like it. It feels amazing. Ow, bitch. It's 60 in Philly? Shit. For Philly? Yeah, that's probably hot. That feels hot, doesn't it? Probably feels hot. 60 degrees in Philly this time of year probably feels hot. I wouldn't doubt if motherfuckers walking around with just light jackets on or just shirts, just short sleeve shirts on. I wouldn't doubt it. Because there's just something weird about the temperature up north and the temperature down south. You know what I'm saying? Because here, 60 degrees is cold as a motherfucker. 60 degrees here is cold, bro. I got a coat on. I got my hoodie on. I got my hood up. You know what I'm saying? It's cold. It's not cold. It's nippy. You know, but 60 degrees in Philly or Maine or New York right now, pfft, them motherfuckers out there chilling. Can you stop blowing for just a second, please? Thank you. Appreciate it. Don't get it wrong, it feels good. It's just that I'm trying to smoke and you're just all up on me. Thank you, though. See? Jacket wide open, too, ain't it? Ain't even got the jacket zipped up or nothing of that shit. Just wide open in there. Why? You wasn't blowing until you see me try to light it up again. Okay. Can you stop blowing for a second, please? Whoa. Okay, we're starting to get buzzed up now. We're getting there now. Shit, yeah. Shit, yeah. Oh, the top of my feet are getting hot. I'm gonna have black feet in a little bit. Oh yeah, allergy season, right? I ain't calling for allergies this year. Nope. I'm not even gonna speak that into no type of existence. Allergies will not touch me this year. Nope. I'm not even gonna feel it. That was one of the main reasons of grounding and sitting in the sun. So I don't have to deal with that shit this year. I refuse allergies. That's some man-made shit. That's some y'all shit. You know, I had a discussion on Facebook today. I had to think about it. You know, I was on. I got stuck. My bad. Anyway, on Facebook, I had a discussion that somebody said, "What's the only organ that you can regenerate in your body?" And my answer was, you can regenerate all organs. And they said, wrong. My response was, are you a doctor? Have you never seen anybody rejuvenate any organs or regenerate any organs? You never seen it? Well, how come they say that you can regenerate every cell in your body in a matter of years, but you can't regenerate your organs? You really think there's organs in your body that you can't regenerate? Maybe limbs. Maybe you can't regenerate limbs like, you know, like fucking lizards and shit. Like if you cut off my arm, ain't no little arm gonna start growing back and I'll be like, and a little arm comes out. It's not gonna be like that. But they always say that. I remember doctors used to say that, man, you can't rejuvenate your liver. You can't rejuvenate your lungs. It's like, bro, stop talking. And I asked her, I said, I was like, you gotta be just regurgitating shit from Google. You gotta be. You gotta be. Do you really believe that there's parts of your body that you can't regenerate? It trips me out how much stock people put in Google. These are the same people that have been lying to us since the beginning of time. Is the same ones that's programming Google. Same ones. I know Google's running on its own now, but it's the same ones that program that bitch. The same ones. All the information on Google is the same lies that they want everybody to know. Trust and believe this. They will never, and you guys don't ask me who they is, they will never ever divulge true information. It just wasn't, it won't happen. It's not designed to work that way. They never divulge true information. If they're voluntarily giving you information, it's not true. It's not true. If you gotta research and go look for it and find some shit out, it might be true, but it's still coming from the same source. That's why I don't listen to none of that shit. That's why I don't pay attention to none of that. Champ, you see how I act whenever you start talking about history and shit? You see, I just like, but you my dog, so I gotta, you know, I gotta be there. Trump says he's a fast healer. That's because Trump isn't human. Well, he may be human, but he's not from our timeline. How about that? Had me a good old breakfast this morning, man. Shit. Ooh wee. You got some eggs, scrambled eggs, a biscuit, a country made biscuit, some home fries, 3 turkey sausage links, and some apple juice. That shit was on point. Every time. A fast healer. He's only saying that so he can cover up that little gunshot wound that they had. Because he's like, yeah, I got shot right here. And dude was like, where? I don't see it. He was like, right here. He's like, I don't see it, man. I don't see nowhere where you got shot at. Because, you know, when they made it like he got shot, he didn't do the first thing that people do. Jazz, what's happening? How you feeling? Welcome to the chat. Yes, it is another beautiful day. He don't do the things that most people do, would do, that anybody would do. If you got shot in your ear, if you got shot in your earlobe or grazed on your ear, what's the very first thing that you do? The very first thing you do if you got shot in your earlobe, what's the first thing you do? What do you think the first thing is that you do? And it's simple because everybody does it. Everybody will do it. Everybody. He didn't do it. That's what made me like, something ain't right. First thing you do if you get shot in your earlobe is grab that motherfucker. That's the first thing you do. Oh shit! First thing you gonna do. This nigga wanna pose. He wanna make sure the camera's got it. And then he went. Like, what are you doing, bro? And then this. What was that for? What was the fist pump for? Nigga, you just got shot. If I'm gonna tell you what, man. If I'm the president and I just got shot, you gonna see the nigga come out. You gonna see the nigga come out real quick. Bow! Y'all get up and get that motherfucker. Go kill the nigga. Shit. I do not want to see him in jail. Go take his life. Shit. Go take that nigga. Shit. Coming up here shooting at the president. I'd be a big-headed president too. Shooting at the president. Who the fuck he think he is? Man, I'm the goddamn president of the United States. Nigga, you know, I tell militaries what to do. You got me fucked up, man. Out here trying to shoot at a motherfucker. No, hold on. Don't shoot him. Bring him over here to me. You know I'm the president? You know I'm the president, motherfucker, and you want to shoot at me? Okay, all right. Here what we gonna do. We're gonna torture this motherfucker for the next 3 days. That's what we're gonna do. I don't even want him dead yet. We're just gonna torture him for the next 3 days. Bring them red ants out here. Go ahead, pull his pants down. Put about 5 of them red ants on his nuts. Go ahead, go. Yes, sir. What you screaming for? Yeah, pour some honey on his nuts too. Go ahead. Sorry about that, Joe. Yeah. But it was stupid anyway. We knew it was all posted. Cause it's like you're gonna try and shoot at me from a single story building where we can all see you running across the top of it. Where the Secret Service seen you on top of the building too. The Secret Service had you in their sights. And then went on looking somewhere else. They looked at you, looked dead at you, looked right at you. And then looked down at the president. That's crazy. I guess they're taking off today for chemtrails. No chemtrail in today, y'all. Actually, if some shit like that would have happened, though, really, I'd have been really mad at my fucking Secret Service. If we hadn't planned that, that shows you that they planned that little whatever they did. But if we hadn't planned that, and I got shot, everybody that's in my Secret Service cabinet will be looking for new jobs in the morning. I can't really literally fire them because they're Secret Service. I think they're Secret Service for life or whatever, or some stupid shit like that. But you're on desk duty now. We got a second string of Secret Service is gonna come in here. If any one of you motherfuckers let me get shot, man, we gonna have a fucking problem. That's y'all's job. Y'all job is to literally stop me from getting shot. Literally. And y'all failed. I'll be like, this some bullshit. I even want to fire the motherfucker that hired y'all. Oh, it was me. Wait a minute. Can you stop just for a second? I noticed that works every time. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. We haven't done this in a while. Oh my goodness. I hate having tender feet sometimes. Tender feet. Tender feet. Ouch. Ouch. Oh. You ever see that the real Tarzan? The real Tarzan, that nigga be out in the woods, man, out in the fucking jungle and shit, walking barefooted. I'd be like, bro, for real? I guess it's kind of like monkeys. Shit. No, not like that, you guys. I'm not calling him a monkey. But I'm saying as far as them walking around in the forest, it's not like they got on shoes. I guess you just got to get used to it. No. Yeah. Real life caveman. Coming out of the caves and scaring the children. I bet you ain't none of them cavemen black. Stop playing. Stop playing, man. You didn't even have to say that. We know it's the usual suspects. We got our usual suspect activities. Fighting each other, shooting each other, that type shit. That's the type shit we do. But it'd be like two men were out in the field fighting and they shot each other. The usual suspect, we know that's niggas. Niggas, that's probably niggas. Probably is. Oh, one man robbed another man at a convenience store. Probably niggas. Probably black folks. Hey, man. It's not just white people activities. Everybody have their fucked up activities. Ours just happened to be that. White man came out the store. This motherfucker got a pocket full of money. That brother ain't do shit. As soon as the nigga came out the store, get him up, nigga. Give me all your money. What the fuck? Nigga only got $10. Why'd you rob that dude? He remind me too much of my master. My bad. I didn't have to say that either, huh? Yeah, still smoking. I'm still standing after all these years. Oh yeah. So they're trying to make it look like these are paid actors. We know what activities is black folks, and they try to bamboozle us with that every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we done found a pedophile over here. Some black dude was over here hunting children. Come on, man. We know that ain't our shit. Fuck out of here, man. We don't fucking well that ain't our shit. Uh-oh. One single, lonely, masked black man goes into a school and opens fire on the children. We know ain't no niggas going in there killing children. We know that. We know that. We know that's not our shit. But every once in a while, they try to put us in their shit to make it even it out, you know what I'm saying? So the white people go, look, I told y'all, look, see, niggas do the same shit, y'all. They do the same thing we do. That my people be motherfucking mass shooting. Look, there go a black person right there, mass shooting. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man. Pretty soon we're gonna start seeing that too. Some mass shootings and shit. And you know what? As much as Trump is fucking up, I got a feeling it's going to be about time for another black president. Because they always fuck up the most just before they let a black person in there. Or it might be time for Hispanic. You never know. You never know. That'd be good too. Anybody but some rich old white man. But they're always going to put somebody that they consider a minority in there after. Remember Bush? Bush was in there fucking up. Fucking up, man. He was fucking shit up from left to right, filling his pockets up. And then it was like, now's a good time to make a black president. Let's go find a black person we ain't never seen. We ain't never heard of him before a day in life. And let's bring him up in here. And his name, Barack Obama. Here we go. Yay. Here go y'all first black president. Yep. So then when all the shit was just crumbling and fucking up, everybody forgot about what Bush did. Everybody was like, look at him. Look at him in there just fucking up. Now look at him. He want to make people marry the same sex. Look at that. He just in there fucking up. Look at him. He fucking up. And it's like, no, he was straightening and tightening all that shit up. Trump says shit that he's not doing. So you remember it. That man is not stupid. He says shit that he's not doing. So you'll remember hearing his words. You know what I'm saying? You know, since I've been president, all the taxes have been lowered and minimum wages is going up and the cost of living is going down and ain't none of that shit happening. But that's what you remember hearing. You remember hearing Trump say that. So when the next president comes in, you're going to say, yeah, I remember them saying that motherfucking all the prices were down. All the motherfucking taxes was down. And Trump just dropped everything, man. He the one that saved all the jobs in the world and shit. All because he said it. The power of suggestion. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple. They all do it. All of them do it. I think you're incorrect with that. Trump was president once before and he was voted again by the majority of the country. No, he wasn't. He was not. He was not voted in by the majority of the country. He was voted in by the majority of the rich white folks. Remember the electoral college vote? Remember that's how he got in? Remember last time? That's how he got in? Electoral college vote? That's the rich people. That's all it is. Because the majority was in rule of Hillary. Don't get it wrong. I did not want Hillary to be president either. But the majority rules in favor of Hillary. Last time he was president. The majority ruled in her favor. But then they pull that old, look, Bullwinkle, I can pull a rabbit out of my ass. The electoral college vote. I wake up the next morning, this nigga president. I was like, wow, how did that happen? Hey, that's because everybody, not just the US, everybody's in the country is so fucking delusional that we all think that we need somebody to lead us. Lead us fucking where? Where are you leading us to? Where are you leading us to? You're not leading us. You're just making rules for us and charging prices, charging us astronomical prices to support your lifestyle. You're not leading us anywhere. You're not leading us into the future. You're not doing none of that shit. We're not physically going anywhere. So we're all just sitting in the same fucking place, listening to this pussy ass fuckboy run wars on everybody else in the country and have everybody else looking at us like we're fucked up. Hey, come on with that bullshit, ML. Stop that shit, man. Stop that shit. Of course he's becoming a trillionaire. You remember how he bamboozled everybody? I will not take any money. I will not take any pay at all. I just won't get paid. Just don't even pay me. Just don't even pay. That's because he knew he was fitting to fucking rip everybody off. Just don't even pay me. I don't even want any money. Not even $1. I won't even take a red dollar. Everybody's like, oh, look, he's such a good president. He don't even want to get paid. Him got his own money. No, him got all your money now because you guys were like, he don't even want paid. Go ahead and get him in here. And you know why he got in there? For the simple fact of why everybody wanted him in there last time. Now we can openly be racist. We can openly fucking kill black people. We can openly say nigger if we want to. We can openly do anything we want to as white people because Trump's in there. This is the delusion that they had because every time, even the last time he was president, racism went up like a motherfucker. But they're saying racism went down. It went down for the white people. That's stupid as shit, isn't it? Ain't that the dumbest shit? It went down for the white people. Racism went down. What? But they turned into the most racist motherfuckers. I remember when Trump was president before, they had riots and they had people with fucking black hoodies on, black gloves, black pants, black shoes, black socks. And they caught one of them motherfuckers and it was a white dude. But for some reason, everybody was thinking black just because you see a black figure running across the street. Look, that's black people. No, he just got on black clothes, motherfucker. I remember all that shit, man. All of that shit. When I'm in office, jail time for sure. Oh yeah, and how long has it been since a president's been assassinated? You'd be the first one. In years. You'd be the first one in years. I guarantee you would nobody put up with that shit. Fuck the president. You guys think that you need a president. You guys are weak-minded followers. That's exactly what you are. If you think that you need a president, you're a fucking follower, man. I'm not talking about you, ML. But if you think you need a president, you're a fucking follower. That's like being in a gang and shit. And we got a leader of our gang, and it's called the president. Get the fuck out of here, man. I don't need nobody governing me. What we need somebody governing us for? Them motherfuckers should never work. If you think we need a government, they should not be working every day of the year. It should be like, okay, everybody put a ballot in, and all right, we want to make a new law. That's the only time you should see politicians. They all come together and make a law, and then they go to fuck back home. That's the only time you should see them. There should be no constantly what are they going to work for every day? Why are they going to the Pentagon, the White House? Why are they going to work every single day? Why? What, is something going on every single day? What, they got to keep the numbers right or something? Them motherfuckers don't need to be in there every day. And we paying for their lifestyle, bro. You starting to sound like Discourse now, bro. What kind of shit is that, man? Fuck you and fuck that president if you feel that way about it. Shit. I know you're just fucking around, but shit. Yeah, I know. I didn't mean. It didn't come out like that though. It sounded better in my head, ML. So why would you think that people would speak down on their president? It's not our president. That is not the president of the United States. That's the president of every other country but the United States. If you enjoy being taxed until you can't afford it, if you enjoy putting everybody in jail that disagrees with you, if you enjoy stomping on people's freedom of speech, if you enjoy doing all this shit, then you probably might need a president. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, fuck a president, period. We don't need one. Fuck we need a president for. What does the president do? What does he do? What the fuck does that fuck nigga do? The only thing he does is raise taxes, keep the country in war. I don't see nothing else. Raise the price of everything and keep us in war. That's it. I know, ML, you know it's all love, bro. That's it, man. That's all they do. It's crazy, man. If everybody thought the same, the world would be pretty boring. No, it wouldn't. If everybody looked the same, the world would be boring. But if everybody thought the same, we would have a unified planet and everybody would get along. Don't try to turn it around and mismatch words with the shit, man. If everybody looked the same, it'd be fucked up. If everybody thought the same, it'd be heaven. It'd be heaven. If everybody thought the same. If everybody thought that everybody was their brother and they loved everybody. If everybody thought that way, it'd be a perfect world. I think not only is it just the changing of, I think it's just old rich people. Fuck the race. Fuck if they're white, black, Puerto Rican. It doesn't matter. I think it's just old rich people. You know what I'm saying? They got an idea of how they want the world to run. They made sure they did not put, what is his name, Pete Buttigieg in there. They made sure they didn't put that nigga in there because he was too young and he had fresh ideas. I don't care if he was gay or not. That has nothing to do with me. If you like sucking on ding-ling at night, that's your business. I don't give a fuck about that. And as people that are trying to get a new president in, that should have nothing to do with them. If your president is gay, that should have nothing to do with you. I mean, literally. Unless they're trying to make everybody on the planet gay, then we're going to have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to church it up. We need one color, one race, one thought pattern. What could go wrong? No. One thought pattern is a perfect world. You guys are trying to fucking mismatch words and put shit together and do things different ways. If everybody looks together, if everybody looks the same, it would be a fucked up planet. If everybody thought the same, it would be heaven. If everybody thought love and happiness and peace and goodwill to everybody, it would be fucking heaven. If nobody lied, nobody told fucking stories, nobody cussed, nobody got mad, nobody got angry, everybody was just the same, and as far as the way they think, that would be fucking perfect. The same race, the same looking people, that would be fucked up. That would be hell. Flat over your head. I don't know. Shut the fuck up, ML, with that stupid shit, man. That's some dumb shit to say, bro. That's the dumbest shit I done heard, homie. God damn. Oh, they're keeping us free. It's the president that's doing. The president ain't doing shit. He ain't doing a fuck thing. We don't see rockets flying over our heads because them motherfuckers is always over somebody else's country fucking them up. That's why. They're always over some other country fucking somebody up. If you think we need a president, you're a follower. Personally, I like being free. But you can't be free as long as you got a president. You got somebody always telling you what to do. We just house niggas, that's all. We just turned into house niggas. That's all that is. It's getting warm over here, y'all. I'm surprised my phone ain't went off yet. We're free and we smoke. There's plenty of ways to show that you ain't free. They show it to you on TV every day. Go stand around a motherfucking cop station with a camera. They'll show you every day you ain't free. Go in the airport and scream fire. They'll show you every day you ain't free. Walk down the street naked if that's what you want to do. They'll show you every day you ain't free. Walk in your backyard naked. They'll show you every day you ain't free. Do 90 miles an hour on the highway. They'll show you every day that you're not free. But you guys will say, oh, these are just laws that are not to be broken. It's some made up shit, man, made up shit. Speed limit is supposed to be a suggested speed. You're supposed to be able to go the speed that you want to. But people don't, nobody can think that way. Look how they do it over in the Autobahn. It's fucking perfect. Everybody knows if you see somebody coming up behind you, get over in the right lane. Everybody knows that, except for America, we don't know that. So we have to have them tell us what speed to go in my motherfucking car. You gonna tell me how fast to go? My odometer reads 180. My odometer reads 180. And that's always the scapegoat. That's always the scapegoat right there, son of man. Always the scapegoat. Everybody says the same thing. Because nobody knows. Everybody says the same thing. And that's supposed to shut the conversation down. What we gonna do then? We're gonna sit around and complain about it, we're gonna do something about it. Blah, blah, blah. This is the beginning of doing something about it, talking about it. This is the beginning of doing something about it. I wonder if that dude left. There was a dude over there when I came in. No, he's still over there. So I guess I won't go to that one. Ugh. Oh, Lynch, what's happening? Yeah, but not only that, bro. Check it out, though, man. If you're a felon, they tell you that you don't even have the right to have a gun. But that's one of your constitutional rights, to bear arms. But if you're a felon, you don't have that right anymore. The state laws are not supposed to trump the Constitution. But if a state decides that they don't want you to have guns as a felon, then you don't have a gun. So I wonder if you moved to D.C. as a felon, could you get a gun because that's your constitutional right? I don't worry about it because I'd rather have the motherfucker and don't need it than need it and not have it. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather have the motherfucker and never need that bitch than to need that motherfucker and not have it. You know, people literally do not give a fuck about what the police are saying about that shit, man. You're not allowed to have a gun as a felon. Here, take this with you. And then in some places they tell you that you can't even have a knife, bro. As a felon, you can't even have a knife. So what they're saying effectively is because you're a felon, you don't have the right to protect yourself. So as a felon, if somebody busts in your house and you jump up and you take that person's gun and you beat the shit out of him and you shoot him with it, you're going to jail. You're going to jail. You might not stay in that motherfucker, but you're going to jail. You're going to jail ASAP. Simply because you're a felon and you discharge a firearm. And if they wanted to be dicks about it, they could give you time. They could give you a felon in possession of a firearm, discharging a firearm within city limits, reckless firearm, all type of shit, man. They could have given you all types of shit. 9 times out of 10, they let the person go. But I'm just saying, it's like, why are you locking me up? Because you're a felon in possession of a firearm. It's just a formality. We have to do it. That's how you know you're not free. You fucking do something, and they lock your ass up ASAP. And then they find out if you're innocent or not. But if I'm locked up, then that means I'm guilty ASAP. As soon as you put me in cuffs, as soon as you stuff me in the car and put me in the jail, I'm guilty. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I also noticed that I see cops get really nervous when they see people with a gun. And one thing that is absolutely against the law is that when you have a firearm and you show the cop your license and he tries to secure your weapon, no, sir, I will not allow you to touch my weapon. I legally possess this weapon. I will not let you disarm me. Now, you have my license right there. I can legally possess and carry a firearm within city limits. You are here for a ticket, speeding ticket, correct? So go ahead and write my ticket, please, sir, so I can be on my way. Or not write me a ticket. At any rate, I'd rather be on my way. But I will not let you disarm me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. You better not. You know what? See, and that's how it should be. It's like if you want to take my firearm and disarm me, then the only way I'm gonna feel comfortable with that is if you disarm yourself. If you take the bullet out of your chamber and set your gun down on the fucking car, and I will do the same. Other than that, you're not disarming me. Can we please carry on with the ticket? And see, that's when it becomes a problem. Just comply for what? Just be their nigga? No, because if you step on my rights, then you're stepping on everybody's rights. You know they always say that too, don't they, son of man? Why doesn't he just comply? For fucking what? Especially being black, I bet not let no motherfucking cop disarm me. You got me fucked up for that one. I remember they pulled one dude over, and the cop walked up to the car and he was like, Jesus. He had a gun here, like right here in the holster. He had a gun here. There was a gun here. There was one in his door, and I think he had one on the front seat. He had like a fucking rifle, automatic rifle on the front seat, and then he had some guns in the trunk. And the cop was like, Jesus. He was like, how many guns you got? He said, I'm assuming that you have a license for all these. He said, yeah, I have a license for all these. In fact, I'm finna go down to the center down here, and I'm finna teach handgun training to some of your officers, as a matter of fact. And he was like, oh, okay, all right, no problem. He was like, I think he asked him if he could get his gun or something. No, he didn't ask him if he could secure his gun. The police was just like, all right, bet. I'm going to go back here and run your name and all this shit, check your license. I mean, all that. And he came back and he was like, here you go. And they talked for a little while. He's like, have a nice day. Yeah, I guess that motherfucker acted right on that one, huh? Son of man. That trips me out when I hear other people say that, like on Facebook or something, or on TikTok, son of man. They be like, the dude standing outside, and he's standing outside of a police thing on a public sidewalk, and he got his camera. And so he just sitting there with his camera, he recording things, and the police come out there and like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, I'm taking video. He's like, taking video of what? You can't take video around here. Move along. And the dude's like, no, man, this is my right. And everybody's like, just comply, just comply. And he's like, no, bro, I'm just standing here, not even doing anything. I'm just taking pictures and videos of the cars going by and videos of the police station. And what's the problem? And they're all, just comply. And the police is like, just leave. And he's like, no, I don't feel like leaving. I'm not done recording yet. Just comply. And I'm like, God damn. I'm like, why don't y'all chill out, man? Motherfuckers don't want their rights stepped on. You know, that's just like, that's the same thing as if you're in prison and somebody touches your ass and you don't say or do something. You know? I seen that the first time I went to prison. Everybody heard him and got out the shower. I was like, God damn. That motherfucker turned around and that dude's dick touched that dude's ass, bop. And the dude didn't say shit. It wasn't supposed to be nothing said. Because you know, when you come in from playing basketball, you know, everybody's trying to get in the shower at the same time. There's like only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stalls, but there's like 30 people in here. And everybody's trying to fucking do things. And dude turns, and his dick touches the dude's ass, and the dude just keeps like showering. And soon as he kept showering, I started seeing people walking out. And I was like, oh, I guess this is a cue. This is my first time being in prison. So I'm 17 years old, and I seen it happen. I'm watching everybody in here. I'm like, you know, I'm just, all right, get myself wet. And I seen it happen, bomb. And the dude didn't say nothing. He just got back in the water. I seen 2 people went out, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it's just like that dude that got his ass touched, the dude that did it, and 2 other dudes and me. And now it's not me, it's them. And I hear them in there, oh, help me, somebody help. And I'm like, oh my God. They didn't turn the lights off in the shower. No, bro. Gotta protect them cheeks on me. Gotta protect them cheeks on me. And that's why they always trip me out when they ask that question. Do they still rape people in prison? I was like, they never really raped people in prison, y'all. Anybody that gets raped in prison is motherfuckers that wanted that shit. They wanted that shit. Yeah, it appears though, son of man, that I don't think we have any rights. I think we have as many rights as the police give us. You know what I'm saying? I think we have as many rights as they give us. That's what I feel like. Okay, I'm about to go back over here and sit in the heat again, sit in the sun. Because dude got my other spot. It's so nice out here, man. I bet that's duck heaven on that little island over there, or swan heaven. It looked like somebody be going over there cutting the grass or cutting the trees down or some shit. I'd probably get me a little otter. Wouldn't that be dope? Have a little otter. He's like, go ahead, bro, go swimming. Go handle your business. Go get some food. When I first used to come out here, this used to all be trees and shit. And I was like, why would that dude let his fucking yard be like that? It's a nice place. Hey, make sure you don't know, make sure you know though. That's an illegal sign too. That's not a real sign. Real signs that are posted no trespassing have an ordinance under it, a law or some shit under it. They have some numbers under it. For future references, if you guys get a dog, have a vicious dog, do not put beware of dog on the sign on your property. Do not put beware of dog, because you will be liable if that dog jumps that fence, or if somebody climbs in that fence and that dog mauls somebody, you'll be held responsible for it. So what you put up there is no trespassing. You don't put beware of dog, because it's letting you know and letting them know that you know that the dog is vicious and you're liable for it, even if they cross your property line. That's fucked up law, but that's almost as like the fucked up law as that the squatters have. I'm like, why do squatters have that many rights, man? What kind of bullshit is that? Squatters just get in there, don't they? And they say that if there's a squatter in your house, you cannot remove them by force, and it is against the law to change the locks. I said, wow. So if a squatter comes in my spot and he changes the locks, it's okay. But if I change the locks, you got me fucked up. If I got a house and there's squatters in it, I'm going to take the motherfuckers out. I'm going to forcefully remove them. Damn, that's a lot of times. See? See, that's what trips me out, excuse me. That's what trips me out about that shit that I went through. Remember that shit I went through a couple years ago, like in 21? My sister called the police and told them that I had a gun. I left. I came back home the next morning. And she called the motherfuckers when I was in the house. I came home to talk to my mom, and she called the police and was like, he's here. The police pull up, put me in handcuffs, and take me to jail. Nobody searched for a gun. Nobody found a gun. There was no gun ever present. And I did time for that. I did time for that shit, man. Now, my lawyer was right because they got us so scared. My lawyer was right. My lawyer was like, I wish you would have fought it. He said, because if you'd have fought it, I think you'd have been out of there. But the whole thing was that my mom's in dialysis. Nobody's here to take care of her. And they're like, if you lose the trial, they're going to give you 8 years off the rip. Now, that is coercion. And they ask you, were you coerced into making a guilty plea? Fuck yeah, I was coerced into making a guilty plea. Fuck yeah. They told me if I didn't fucking plead guilty to this bullshit that I was going to get 8 years. Is that not coercion? So by rights, this should be like fucking, the case should be dropped then, because your fucking lawyers are coming up with some bullshit. That's coercion. I was coerced into making this decision. Absolutely. Absolutely I was. And then when they say, how are you coerced? And you explain it to them, they'll say duly noted something. They'll keep going right on with it like you didn't even say anything. They still take your guilty. It's like, God damn, y'all. Yeah. And I knew they didn't have nothing because they went from 8 years to 18 months. I still ended up doing 3 years altogether. I did 18 months in and 18 months out. Still the same fucking thing, man. And I was just like, wow, man. You guys got me for all this shit. But then, while I was out on bail for that alleged gun charge, I caught a fucking weed charge. Yeah, it's like, and I asked the cop, I said, so you're telling me that if I say that anybody has a gun, you guys are gonna come lock them up? He said, no. That's what the fuck you just did, man. Do you guys find a gun? Do you see a gun? Where's the gun at? Well, they said that you took the gun away. Oh, that's mighty convenient, isn't it? God damn it. The whole point of the matter is that It's just like homeboy said about it, like King said about his people, man. It's like, suppose the cops would have been assholes and gun ho. Suppose they would have came up in the house and been like, hey, bomb, 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 bomb. You know what I'm saying? And apparently that's what my sister wanted. Because if you call the police on a black man and say that he has a gun in a racist town, you could be fucked up, man. But you know the sad thing about it is, look what happened to my sister now. That's what's sad about it. You done some stupid fuck nigga shit. And not only that, you know what pissed me off is the police. When the police came out to the car, he said, man, he said, your sister was in there just saying all types of shit about you, bro. And I was like, what do you mean? She said that you had psychological issues, that you used to be a fucked up child and you used to get in trouble when you was a kid, and some things you did to her when y'all was young. And I'm like, what the fuck? And y'all are accepting this as a valid fucking plea? Yeah, crack does take a lot of lives. And I wonder what she would have thought if the police would have shot me. I wonder what she would have done. Would she have been happy? Would you have accomplished your goal? I should have beat her ass, but she got the worst end of the stick anyway, or the better end. She got some end of the stick. Because she started looking really fucked up after that. I'm not saying that's a butterfly. I'm not saying that I would wish anything on her, but it's just, you shouldn't do fucked up things to people, man. If I could have her back, I definitely would. I mean, it's my sister. I wouldn't fuck with her. I wouldn't talk to her, none of that shit. But I'd rather her here than dead. Yeah. They didn't want to hear my story. There was nothing I could say. That shit I could say. I was telling them the whole time I was locked up, we got in an argument. Me and her husband was arguing. This bitch went out and called the police and said I had a gun. Y'all came and picked me up, and here we are. There's not much to the story. Butterflies are weird though, man. It's like they gotta. I guess that's the epitome of going with the flow. A butterfly, because it's like when the wind's blowing, it don't look like they don't have no direction. They're just like, oh shit, here come the wind. That's what it looked like. I hate doing this, man. I need to get me a torch. If I had a torchlight, I wouldn't have to worry about that wind. You know, so nice out, so peaceful. Oof. Now my chest is sweating. This is supposed to be one of them Nike cool shirts. It ain't keeping me cool, nigga. It's keeping me a lot cooler than any other shirt I got, though, that's for sure. Probably need to go down to the store. Daya say, das bedanya. All right, y'all. Y'all know what's up. Let's get a hit and hold it in real quick before we go. Y'all see what time it is? It's time for me to bounce up out of here, y'all. This has been your afternoon vibe check, and I hope your vibe was sufficiently checked. I hope you guys have a legendary evening. May your day be filled with peace, positivity, love, happiness, and kindness, and everything that puts a smile on your face. Hey, y'all ain't got to go home, man, but y'all got to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? I do. I say it after every video. Y'all stay baked, baby. Y'all stay baked.